Welcome back to our channel. Originally, we didn't expect to make a shopping haul video on this trip, but we did buy some pretty cool things that we never seen before, so here it is.
We rarely buy books and magazines in Japan just because of the weight restrictions on our luggage, but this time we went out of our way to go to Daikanyama tea site for the purpose of buying a few coffee table books and magazines. The first two magazines are from Casa Brutus, which is a lifestyle and interior design magazine. This one spoke to me because Howl's Moving Castle is my favorite Ghibli movie of all time, and this one shows the new installation from the Nagoya theme park. What I think is really interesting about browsing Japanese bookstores is that they'll sell magazines from previous years. This one's from May 2024. It's old, but I feel like it could look very timeless as well. I get a lot of inspiration from Japanese graphic design, and I like browsing their magazines for inspiration on typeface and design for our vlogs. When I was in college, I used to love buying Fudge and Pop-Eye, which are also Japanese fashion magazines for inspo. This second copy of Casa Brutus is dedicated to coffee shops and bakeries, and I wanted to buy this because I wanted to get some more insider info on new cafes I've never been. I was attracted to this cafe map where they document various coffee shops all around Japan. I know I can't read Japanese, but what I do is I usually have my Google Translate app on my phone. I just scan it and read it off my phone. Not only is it fun to learn about new cafes in Japan, but then we can also see coffee shops that we've already visited, like Ogawa Coffee Lab in Shimo and Setagaya. This magazine is not just for coffee nerds, but I do love how they document baked goods and sweets at each cafe, because you know how much I love my cake. This magazine caught my eye because obviously it says coffee. This would make a nice addition to our home cafe. This one is also a cafe brand introduction, but a lot of the coffee shops in this book are more about kissetens and interviews with the various baristas around Japan.
Next, we have a magazine that we saw at the new Global Work store in Ginza. Global Work is a local Japanese fast fashion brand, and they just opened a brand new store and they had tons of these lying on the table and it was free. So now let's open it and see what's inside. And lastly, we bought a book called How to Live with Objects. This book you don't have to buy in Japan, but because in Hong Kong they don't sell it here, we picked it up in Tokyo. It's about how to collect objects that are both meaningful and personal to you, that are beyond the trends. The last time I bought a coffee table book was about 5 years ago, so I thought it'd be a great addition to our living room space. And I love the color.
If you've been to Japan, you know that the convenience stores there have a chokehold on my money. It's always fun to browse the convenience stores in Japan because different convenience stores sell different things and some have limited edition items, so we always like to stop by the convenience stores when we're there. For example, when we were at the Family Mart in Karuizawa, I found these Bandai Namco Karapaki mirrors. If you remember our very first Tokyo shopping haul, I unboxed these chocolate blind boxes that look like this. Sanrio just issued out these mirrors that are meant to emulate the chocolate snack. I got one in Hello Kitty for myself and one cinema roll for my friend. The front is a rubber chocolate and on the back there is a mirror. I just bought these as a souvenir. When we were in Tokyo, we noticed a lot of konbinis had a lot of seasonal matcha products. For example, Family Mart had a huge matcha sweets collection, including a peach gummy covered in matcha. Also, they had this premium Uji matcha chocolate covered freeze-dried strawberries. These remind me of the ones that they also sell in Muji. And then 7-Eleven also had a matcha cookie with white chocolate chunks. Let's try these together. Actually pretty good. While we're on our road trip, I picked up these choco rooms. You can get them anywhere in the world, but these are my favorite snack when I'm in Japan. A lot of service stations in Japan also sell gifts and souvenirs for people who are traveling by car from one place to another and they want to buy gifts along the way for friends. On the way back from Shizuoka, we went to a pit stop just to get some lunch, and I found these Koala March with Tokyo Banana collaboration. This is your classic childhood snack that most Asian kids grew up with, like me, except this one tastes like banana custard, and they come in these custom designs to reflect the Tokyo Banana collaboration.
Many konbinis in Japan also sell local products that are specific in that region. We picked up this drink from Shizuoka. It is a sparkling mandarin orange drink with a bit of alcohol in it, and it should taste very citrusy and refreshing. From Family Mart, we also noticed there's a new product. It is a long sleeve t-shirt in the colors of their logo. I picked up this mesh pouch from Family Mart as well. It's from their convenience wear line, and I want to use it for packaging my cables and power adapters whenever I travel. This is not new, but right now our favorite beans is from Bangin Coffee. This is the Ethiopia honey flavor. It goes well with black coffee and for milk drinkers with the latte as well. Unfortunately though, the price did go up each time we went back to Ginza Loft, so we might have to find a different option for coffee beans. And from Dina and DeLuca, we saw they had a collaboration with a favorite coffee shop in Fukuoka, Coffee County, and obviously from Leaves, it's also a very famous roastery in Tokyo. We keep these beans fresh by putting them in the freezer so they can last for months and still retain the fresh flavor.
One of the highlights of our Tokyo trip was our side trip to Karuizawa, where we got to stay at the Mampei Hotel. The Mampei Hotel was built in 1894, and its most famous guest was John Lennon. Also, it is said that Hayao Miyazaki was inspired by the Mampei Hotel when he was animating The Wind Rises. But personally, I wanted to stay at this hotel because number one, it really reminds me of a whimsical Wes Anderson film. When we were staying there, it just felt like every single room there was part of the cinematic Wes Anderson universe. From the typeface to the interiors, it just felt like we were in a movie set. And secondly, I wanted to visit the Mampei Hotel because the dessert lover in me saw they had this signature cookie tin that reminded me of a cottagecore dream. They only have a few boxes every single day, so I made sure to get there early and I carted 2 boxes back, one for myself and then one for my sister-in-law. Their signature cookie tin comes with an illustration of their stained glass windows that you'll see at the hotel. They also have a Christmas cookie tin, which is an illustration of the Mampei Hotel in the winter. The flavors of the cookie tin is meant to reflect the flavors at Karuizawa, so you'll see cookies that have apple flavor and milk tea as well. As a guest of the Mampei Hotel, some of these items were complimentary with the room. There were some envelopes, the notepad, along with the matching pen. Also these adorable little postcards. Also this note set. And every night at turn-down service, they also gave you chocolate, which I brought back as well as a little souvenir. Even if you're not a guest of the Mampei Hotel, you can check out their gift shop. These are a couple of stickers that we picked up. This one is of their old luggage tag. This is a box of note cards that reminds me of Wes Anderson's Moonrise Kingdom. And lastly, I was debating fiercely between this box of mints and their wooden keychain. This is of their signboard at the front of the lobby. They open like this to reveal the mints. I just thought this was a little more useful than the keychain.
The category is beauty and healthcare. These items are from both Big Camera and Loft. Starting off from Ginza Loft, I picked up Theo Solid Hold Wax. I already have this one in my current hair gel collection, but I really like how it holds my hair in a very natural way and doesn't have that shininess to it. I also have a brand called Armino Men, which is quite similar to the other one. Also gives you that rough, dry texture and a really nice hold. And from Big Camera, I picked up 2 eye drops from the brand called Sante FX. These give you a really nice minty, cool feeling if your eyes are feeling tired or dry. So I want to try these to see if they actually work. I saw an Instagram reel featuring non-sexy drugs to try in Japan, and this was recommended for bloating and also stomach pains. So we got the travel size from Big Camera. While we were staying at Mampei Hotel, I got to try their hair dryer. It's a brand called Rifa, and I really like how it looked and felt, so let's unbox it. It comes in this really nice fancy shoebox and a plastic cover. When you buy electronics in Japan, you gotta make sure that it fits your country because Japan is only 100 volts. I used to have a Xiaomi hair dryer, but it wasn't powerful enough. And this one comes in 3 colors. I chose the white one. It has a pearly finish to it. It's designed for travel, so it looks very sleek and it folds in like this and out. And plus, it works in Hong Kong where I'm based in.
One of my personal biggest purchases was in the homeware category. These days, I'm really into finding prints to put around our house to add a bit of color and personality. And I found this one when we were in Karuizawa at an art gallery called Suju Dark Eyes. Suju is a homeware shop. They sell a lot of ceramics along with Scandinavian vintage pieces and art prints. Funnily enough, I saw these prints in the bathroom of the soba restaurant that's across the store, and I thought they were so nice, and I realized that they sold it at Suju. Let's open her up. This piece is by a printmaker by the name of Shu Kuroki. This collection is part of his exhibition called Changing of the Seasons, which are just simple expressions of color to reflect the many different seasons in Japan. I like this bright green and this chrome colored frame, which looks very refreshing and cool to look at, especially in the Hong Kong heat. And each print is signed and numbered. We have 9 out of 12. When we went to the new Global Work store in Ginza, they were having their grand opening and offering free gifts for any purchase. We weren't expecting much from the gift, but inside there are 2 commemorative plates that show Mount Fuji. And I'm really impressed because they could be little trinket dishes or maybe even soy sauce, even though it's a little shallow. Wait, is that the Global Work logo? Wow, I thought this was a sun, but Victor pointed out that it's the Global Work logo. Can't believe they made this just for the event. It's crazy. Speaking of free stuff, when we went to see Sakura at the Bureau of Sewerage, we also got a free goodie bag. The swag bag is super cute. It features the Sakura motif manhole that you see all over Tokyo. And inside, we have a brochure about the Tokyo sewerage system, a little handkerchief, dishcloths and their usage, a couple of pens, and then also a little notepad with their logo on it. It's so impressive that even the Government Bureau of Sewerage has its own merch and branding. And we got a lot of free stuff with it, just for looking at cherry blossoms.
And from 3 coins, I picked up this bottle brush because I have a really big Yeti water bottle that always needs to be cleaned. So this one will replace my old one that is currently molding. And I also got these clips so I can hang my shampoos and body wash on the rack to save space. From the same store as Sam's Print, I got these cups from Suju Dark Eyes. These were very fragile because they're very thin, so I hope they made it safely. Wow, looks nice. These are from Hasami, which are famous for their porcelain plates, and I really like how it's a perfect size for an iced Americano or an iced latte.
And my favorite piece of the shopping haul is this bread lamp by Yukiko Morita. When we first renovated our house, I thought we could only stick to one aesthetic, which is that wabi-sabi, mid-century modern kind of look. But then I realized I wanted to have some more playful elements in my home as well. After seeing this bread lamp for the past few years at Omotesando and Tokyo Station, and then also in San Francisco, I thought it was time to get this lamp. You're probably wondering, is this real bread? Yes, it is. The artist wanted to take unsold bread and turn them into something useful, so she partnered with a lot of bakeries to create these light objects. She hollows out the bread and covers it in anti-mold resin, so you can use it as a light. Just as you would buy bread in a bakery, every lamp is different. There are around 10 designs for her bread lamps, including the croissant, there's a toast, there's a melon one, a famous baguette is a longer version of this one, but we ended up with the batard. Each lamp comes with a power plug and has a dimmer switch so you can set your brightness level. Each lamp is handmade in Japan, and it comes with a little hook on the back mounted on cork so you can hang it on your wall. This bread lamp is very playful and will be a nice conversation piece because we'll hang this in our home cafe. I wasn't going to mention Converse in my shopping haul because if you've been a longtime viewer of this channel, you know I always mention my new Converse Reacts. A lot of people ask why I buy Converse shoes, and to be honest, the only ones I wear are the ones from Japan because they're extra comfortable and designed for long walks. I don't like experimenting with a lot of new sneaker designs because if they don't work out, I don't like having that clutter in my shoe closet. I've been wearing Converse Japan for as long as I can remember, from the Converse All-Star Lights to the Reacts, and now the new Chuck 70s All-Star Legacy. Originally, I popped into the Converse store to pick up a pair of the Converse Reacts, but I think they phased it out and now they are promoting their new Chuck 70 redesigned edition. I am by no means a sneakerhead, but you can see the differences is in the toe box, which is slightly more extended for the Converse Chuck 70s. The tongue on the Reacts has the All-Star label, whereas the Chuck 70s does not. The back has a different type of label. The Chuck 70s also has this reinforced stitching and a piece of fabric inside for more durability. And the sole is slightly thicker than the Reacts. To me, the Chuck 70s and the Reacts feel similar, so I ended up getting two pairs because they are my everyday go-to shoes. When we went to Karuizawa, I popped into the Miffy Kitchen and the Snoopy store. Karuizawa is known for their fruits, so they have these exclusive designed items at both stores. I got this Miffy keychain. She's wearing an apple dress holding an apple. This is a gift from my friend. This is also a gift for another friend. It is the Karuizawa exclusive Snoopy keychain, who is wearing an apple beret with a matching apple bag.
And for clothing, I picked up two jackets. One is from the Karuizawa Outlet Mall. This is a brand called Jun Red. It looks like denim, but it's not denim. It's actually more of a shirt material, good for Hong Kong, because right now it is 30 degrees and it's quite hot. So this will be a good thin layer piece for me. This one I got from Beams. It's a brand called Remy Relief. It is made in Japan. This is a washed denim type of color, and I got the last one all over Japan in size medium. It has a crop fit. I used to only wear oversized t-shirts and jackets to hide my belly fat, but because I lost a bit of weight, I'm really into the cropped silhouette look. I'm also very into buying t-shirts, and I picked up these two t-shirts. It's a Hanes brand in collaboration with Nico, and they have a pocket in each of them, and I really like the fit because it is cropped again. We also stumbled upon the grand opening of Global Work in Ginza and got these three t-shirts. The first one is ramen, and in the back it has a picture of a ramen bowl. It's pretty cute. Second one is Kilo Coffee, which we actually visited and had coffee there. And the back, it shows all the different blends of coffee they have, which is also really awesome. And the last one is Tokyo Subway Urban Train. And the back of this t-shirt shows a picture of people on the subway in Tokyo. I rarely ever wear graphic tees, but because I really like ramen, coffee, and Tokyo, these sold me.
And last but not least, I went to Costco to buy the Japan exclusive cooler bag set. This set of bags did take up the majority of my suitcase space, but because I didn't buy that much stuff, I was able to haul this back. I bought this because this is only available in Costco Japan, so let's open her up. If you visit Costco Japan, you'll see a lot of people hauling different variations of the Costco cooler bags. This one is the 2023 version. There's one from the 2019 that has a red strap with a navy body, and then the 2022 version is all navy. This is the latest version you can buy in Costco Japan, which is from 2023. The first bag is the large size Costco cooler bag. I like how it has the Costco logo. It comes in this jute picnic material, which is nice for spring, but I have heard it does catch on your clothes if you decide to haul it everywhere for the whole day. Costco USA does sell the Keep Cool cooler bags, but they only sell it individually, and the design is not as cute as the Japanese one. So this is the large size bag. Inside is lined in this white plastic material. There's just one large compartment. And at the top, there is a mesh pocket for you to store ice packs. The cool thing about this design is that you can store things horizontally and vertically. Say you have a lot of groceries, you can put everything in the bag vertically and hold it like this. Or say you want to carry a pizza or takeout sushi tray, there is a Velcro notch at the back. You can put the handle in this one to secure it. Move the straps like this and carry it horizontally. Next we have the extra large Costco cooler bag. It's got the same big white compartment, but there's also a mesh pocket for your drinks on the side, and then also another mesh pocket at the top for your ice packs. Unlike the large size, the extra large cannot be carried horizontally for your sushi and pizza, but this bag would be great for, say, my friend who goes to Costco in China and needs to haul back her groceries, and this has a very large capacity to do that. There's also a longer strap for you to hold it crossbody if you really need to. But for someone like me who lives in the city, your girl don't have no car, so she's probably not gonna be lugging this Costco cooler bag with her. But the reason why I bought this 3-pack set is because there is a dun 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 keychain with a grocery bag in it. I first discovered these Costco cooler bags because I saw these Costco keychains on Japanese gachapon Instagram accounts. I know it sounds insane, but I thought it was too adorable and I need to get one. These mini Costco bags are mostly exclusive to the Japan market. I've seen it once available in the US for new members, but ever since then, they only have it in Japan. So this mini cooler bag comes with a keychain, and inside is a nylon foldable tote bag that you can use. It also comes in a matching brown, and it looks like this. When we were in Costco, I searched the entire warehouse for these bags. They're located under the cash register, so you can pick it up and use them immediately. If you're like me and you live in the city and you don't need such large cooler bags on a daily basis when you do grocery shopping, you can simply hook this one onto your purse and use the tote bag for your groceries. Or if you like collecting gacha like I do, you can also use it to decorate your gacha pouches. And last but not least, we have toys and gachapon, aka capsule toys. Before going on this Tokyo trip, we checked the gachapon lineup for April. It wasn't looking too good, just like the weather forecast, so we didn't roll as many gachapon as we would have normally done so. But here's a few gachapon that we liked and rolled. First up is the Miffy Night Lamp series. I got this from my friend, the same friend who I got the Karuzawa Miffy keychain for. This one costs 500 yen and it lights up like this. 3Coins also released their own gachapon collection. I rolled this one, which is the miniature fried egg pan. And lastly, for my gachapon haul, see, I'm serious when I say I didn't roll as much as I did this last summer, is a pair of loafers from the brand Haruta. I rolled the chocolate brown loafers, and it also comes with the shoe box and the paper.
All right, my turn. I got a miniature 7-Eleven toy kit from Big Camera. I bought this because I saw a truck inside and it was also branded with 7-Eleven, so I really wanted that. And shortly after that, I went to a store called Hobby Off, which I found a bunch of konbini toys, and I found the Family Mart one. Hobby Off is a secondhand vintage store, and they're about to close that night, but I managed to get one of these so I can match it with my 7-Eleven truck. And right now, all I need is Lawson. Let's open this up. This truck is from 2001. I got it for 4,400 yen, which is a bit more than I think the average online price, but it looks like this. Ooh. It has yellow tinted windows and a sticker that says Family Mart. Also, I think the doors open up in the back. Oh, they do. The wheels have suspension. And it says Isuzu in the front. Beep beep. And for Tokyo souvenir ideas, we picked up a few items from Tokyo Station. This is the Yamanote line pen, which says Tokyo Station at the front here. And also a magnet that is the same sign on the Shinkansen. Says non-smoking car. For gachapon, I found a record player, and it was a part of a collection that had a bunch of speakers, and it was 1 in 5 chance to roll this one. I don't know how, but I got lucky and I rolled the one I wanted. It comes with a vinyl that says jazz on it. Next one I rolled is a TV, which is actually really cool. Let me show you. So the TV looks like this, and then once you insert your VHS tape into the little hole here and push down, it turns on. And for my not so lucky rolls, we ended up rolling 11 times of the Converse Gacha. Sam wanted the white pair, I didn't mind the color pairs. If you haven't seen Sam's last Converse Gacha, this is the 3rd edition already, and this is what it looks like. Each pair comes in a realistic box. This is the gacha one, and the real one is like this. So it's very identical, even the side with the holes, and the material too, also the same. Once you open it, it comes with a paper that says Converse on it. Each pair is modeled after a 3D scan of the actual shoe. This is the high top white Converse. The ones that I wanted are the colorful ones because I'm a very colorful guy, obviously. This is the purple pair, and then we have the blue pair and the orange pair. We have a few duplicates, so if you're interested in buying them off me, just maybe send me a DM or an email.